August Offer 1940. Historical context. In World War II, which broke in the late 1939, Germany invaded Poland and Britain declared a war on Germany. Britain, without taking Indians into consideration, dragged India into the war. This didn't go well with the Indian political groups like Congress and Muslim League. The Indian National Congress, for example, condemned the decision taken by the Britain unilaterally and refused the cooperation of India in the war. Further, all the elected legislators were asked to resign from the provincial government to show their unpleasantness towards the decision. The British knew that in order to win a war, they had to have a stable and sustained cooperation from Indians towards the war efforts. For this, the Indian political groups had to be taken into confidence. Hence, they came up with an offer called the August Offer of 1940 to bring Indians on board. Lord Linlithgow, on 8 August 1940, made a statement on behalf of the British Parliament known as the August Offer. Following were its provisions. It promised a dominion status as an objective for India. It promised the formation of Constituent Assembly, which would set up the Indian Constitution after the war. No future Indian government was to be set up without the confidence of the minority political and religious groups in India. It also proposed the expansion of the Viceroy Council, which would include a certain number of Indian political representatives, a token towards the self-determination of Indian government. It promised setting up of an advisory war council. Significance of the August Offer. It was the very first time that the British acknowledged the demand of a Constituent Assembly. This demand was one of the central planks of the political parties in the country. Further, August Offer also explicitly offered dominion status to India. Viceroy's Executive Council was further enlarged and Indians were given a majority. 8 of the 12 seats were to be reserved for the Indians. British, however, would remain in charge of the Defence, Finance and Home Ministry. A National Defence Council was to be set up. However, its functions were purely advisory in nature. What was the response of the Indians? Congress felt that it was just another attempt by the Britishers to deny what was a natural right of complete national freedom to Indians and rejected the offer. Dominion status was a decade-old concept and Congress had till then established the demand for a substantial complete freedom. Nehru remarked dominion status as a concept being as dead as a doornail. While Muslim League considered the offer as a progress, but it wasn't pleased with Britishers' move to not consult them towards the proposal of expansion of the Viceroy's Council. Hindu Mahasabha was reasonably warm to the offer and even nominated its members to the Viceroy Council. After initial months, Indian political groups realized the non-seriousness of the offerings. By the end of the year, most of the political parties had rejected the offer. Mahatma Gandhi started the individual Satyagraha after this to affirm the right to free speech. The Satyagrahis marched towards Delhi, which was called the Chalo Delhi movement. Vinoba Bhave, Jail Nehru and Brahmadatta were the first 3 Satyagrahis who were all jailed. The movement didn't pick up the steam and was aborted later in the December of 1940. After the failure of the August Offer, the British government sent the Cripps mission to garner the support of the Indians in the war. Thank you. Subscribe to Thought Chakra for more such content.